A bit pricey, but man, is it delicious. I like the club, and I also like the Chipotle cheesesteak. So take it from me, man. I love good food, and they got good food over here. So anyway, what's up, everybody? Ryan here. Sunday, overtime, no AC call on this Lennox unit. Just got up on the roof, and the first thing I see is dirty coil. Doesn't appear to be running right now. I don't hear a blower running. Let's stick our ear up. No, blower is running. So I'm gonna open this thing up and see what we find. All right, so I got the electrical panel opened up. I got a call for blower, and I have a call for first stage, but I have no compressor running. First thing I'm gonna do is get one of my temperature probes out here. It's not real warm. I'm thinking that the economizer, yeah, it's showing free cool. Oh, these freaking Lennoxes, they put this door right here and hold the smoke detector. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see what we're set here on. Oh yeah, we're on D, so. And I'm showing 68 degrees right here on the disconnect. So I'm gonna do a little investigating here and see what temperatures. Let me do a little research here, and I'll be back with you. Setting D for the free cooling set points is 63 degrees, so it shouldn't be opening up that economizer unless it's below 63 degrees outside. So it's currently 68, 69 degrees out, so we shouldn't be free cooling right now. So I'm gonna dig into this a little bit, and I'll let you know what I find as soon as I find it. All right, guys, I'm taking some temperature readings, and I decided to check the belt, check the motor, make sure everything's good. I get the belt off here, but listen to this blower motor. Dry bearings on this, so I'm gonna recommend we replace the blower motor. Pulley and belt bearings on the blower itself seem fine. So I'm gonna get these measurements down, and I'm gonna get everything written down as to what I find. It's hard to say what it's doing when it's 80 degrees out, but for now I'm going to disconnect that enthalpy sensor. That way the mechanical cooling can run. I can make sure that our condenser fan motors are working, our compressors are running, and that everything is cooling adequately with the mechanical cooling. And I'm still debating on whether I'm going to write up a new enthalpy sensor. I was messing with the wires a little bit, and it was kicking on and off the mechanical cooling. So for now, I'm gonna disconnect that. We're gonna run the compressors, make sure everything is good and everything's got refrigerant in it and it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, guys, I got the mechanical cooling first stage only. Condenser fans are running. Pressures are low though. We got 410A in this system. 86 pounds of suction and 225 on my head pressure. My suction line is starting to frost up back to the compressor. That's frosting up. My discharge line isn't even hot. I can hold my hand right on this discharge line. So first stage is gonna be low. All right, guys, I've also got low pressures on my second stage. Yeah. Both stages are low. So what are the chances both stages are leaking? I don't think it's very likely, but I could be wrong. So yeah, our suction line's frosting back on stage one, and I have a feeling that stage two is gonna start icing up here shortly. So let me check airflow, make sure we've got nothing goofy going on here with the return air, make sure our supply air is all open. I will keep investigating, and I'll be back with you here shortly. Check this out. I opened up the supply panel. I mean, we've got some air movement, but it sure doesn't feel like a whole lot. So I started investigating here. Get this little bypass damper. I can hardly pull it open. Look at this. We got something going on with the return air here. So I'm gonna remove this bypass damper, stick my head down there and see what the hell is going on here. You know, allowing the maximum amount of air to enter this evaporator coil. And once I did that, my supply air increased dramatically. If I stick my head down here, look at this return air. Certainly doesn't look like a lot of return air to me. The supply duct, look at this. Don't mind the wind. Certainly doesn't look like a lot of supply either. Looks like we're increasing on our suction pressure. Come up. I'm gonna let this thing run. It's still not very warm out, but suction line on first stage is thawing out, and to be honest with you, suction line on stage 2 is starting to thaw out. I think I'm gonna go inside the store and poke my head up in the ceiling and see what we got going on here. I've got two 10-inch runs for 8.5 ton rooftop unit. It's definitely not enough return. And now that's my supply. I gotta get a measurement on that. I get 16 by 8 duct. Runs the whole length of the store, and I got 13 6-inch runs coming off of it. So I'm gonna go out and do some calculating. But this system, the duct system, is undersized. Extremely. I can't imagine this thing ever ran very efficiently. So that's what we got. I'm gonna head back outside here. So I don't know what they're gonna do here. I think in the meantime, I'm going to put this economizer back together, and I'm gonna prop open this damper. That way they can just pull outside air in. I'm gonna get everything buttoned back up. We're gonna run it. We're gonna see how it's working. Should kill the compressors. Yeah, there's freeze stats on both circuits. And that's probably what's been going on. This unit probably runs till it frosts up, and then the freeze stats take the compressors out of the equation until they thaw out. That cycle goes on and on. So let me button things up, and we will see how well we're gonna be able to have this thing cool in the meantime. I'll be back. All right, guys, I opened up the minimum position, full open on the economizer. I disabled that enthalpy sensor so the mechanical coolant will run. Not a whole lot I can do with the supply. Supply duct is undersized, and the return is undersized, so we're going to compensate for the return being undersized by opening up the outside air for now. But I think they're going to have to do something with this ductwork. Pressures are still low, but with the freeze stats, that should get them by till this week when we can come up with a game plan. So I'm going to button it up, and we're going to write up the condenser coil needs cleaned. The blower motor is grinding. It's going to need replaced. We're going to have to remove that return air box with the two 10-inch runs, and I'm going to recommend just opening it up and adding egg crates to the ceiling tile. Use the drop ceiling as the duct, and then the supply, I'm going to let someone else make that call, but it's going to need to be increased. In my opinion, it's not nearly enough. So, from Erie, PA, on a Sunday, overtime call, ductwork issues. Hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, hit the bell so you can get notified when I put out new videos. I'm gonna run across the street and get me some Jersey Mike's for lunch. Not sure if anybody that watches my videos ever ate Jersey Mike's, but it's delicious, and I definitely recommend. A bit pricey, but man, is it delicious. I like the club, and I also like the Chipotle cheesesteak. So take it from me, man, I love good food, and they got good food over here. So anyway, I'm signing off on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.